Parametric test, next part. This is the last video for the parametric test. Test for independence of attributes is very important test. By using chi-square distribution, we can perform this test. Attributes means qualitative characteristic. Is there any dependency or independency of the two attributes here? Honesty, beauty. Both are independent or not? To check this one, use this so chi-square test statistics formula. What is the aim of this test? To test the given two attributes are independent based on the observed frequencies obtained from any sample survey. The given two attributes, qualitative characteristics, blindness and sickness, happiness, joyness, beauty, handsome, are independent or not? To test this one, we have to use this test. Observed frequencies obtained from the sample survey. We have to test the independence based on the collected sample from the population. A random sample of capital N observed frequencies be classified into M classes by attribute A. A is the particular attribute. N classes by attribute B. In attribute A, there are M classes, M classifications. Attribute B, there are N classifications, and form a M by N contingency table. M by N contingency table. This is the M by N contingency table. Now A has M classes, B has N classes. Now here by cross, this is a cross table. Attribute A has first classification, attribute B first classification, the corresponding observed frequency is O11, O12, O1N. The total is O1 dot. The same as to bivariate random variable table. O21, O22, O2N, O2 dot, and so on, OM1, OM2, OMN, OM dot. Row totals, sum of the row totals gives capital N, sum of the column totals gives capital N. So these row totals are marginal totals. Column totals are also called marginal totals. Assumptions. The sample size capital N should be sufficiently large, say greater than 50. More than 50, we can apply this test. E cell frequency Oij should be independent. E cell frequency Oij are independent. All observations are independent. So expected each cell frequency Oij should be at least 5. Each cell frequency Oij should be at least 5, minimum 5. These are the assumptions. First of all, here set up null hypothesis. This is very important. Two attributes are independent. Simple one. Both attributes are independent. Alternative, complementary of this null hypothesis. So attributes are dependent. Now use suitable formula. Chi-square is equal to double summation I is equal to 1 to M, J is equal to 1 to N, OI minus EI whole square by EI. OIJ minus EIJ whole square by EI. EI is called expected frequencies. So this follows chi-square M minus 1, N minus 1. Row, number of rows minus 1, number of columns minus 1. Gives the degrees of freedom. This is called degrees of freedom. Now we have to calculate the expected frequencies using observed frequencies. Now this using this formula. So Eij equal to ith row total into jth column total dividing by ith row total multiply jth column total dividing by capital N. So gives Eij. Here is no need to take this one. Conclusion. Chi-square calculation less than or equal to chi-square table value at alpha % level of significance. Degrees of freedom is equal to M minus 1 into N minus 1. We accept H0, otherwise we reject H0. So this is the very important procedure. But examination point of view, the main, you concentrate on the, what is aim of the test? Aim of the test. and which table is used to for this independence of attributes? M by N contingency table. This is very important bit. Which table is used to test the independence of attributes? The answer is M by N contingency table. Row totals are also called marginal totals. Column totals are also called marginal totals. Main assumptions: capital N should be greater than 50. Each cell frequencies are independent. So expected frequencies and observed frequencies should be at least 5. OIJ and EIJ also should be at least 5. Any one of the expected frequency is less than 5. So we have to apply the pooled concept. Already explained in the last videos. Set up null hypothesis. Two attributes are independent. Alternative hypothesis. Two attributes are independent. Alternative hypothesis. Two attributes are dependent. Test statistics. Chi-square is equal to double summation Oij minus Eij whole square by Eij is follows chi-square m minus 1 into n minus 1 degrees of freedom. Now you have to calculate the expected frequencies. Apply this formula. You have to calculate chi-square value. The chi-square calculation value compare with chi-square table value at alpha percent level of significance. Generally, we have to use 5% or 1%. So chi-square calculation less than chi-square table value, we accept H0, otherwise we reject H0. For better understanding purpose here, you have to take this problem. Two sample polls of votes for two candidates A and B for a public office taken, one from among the resident of rural areas. The results are given in the table. Examine whether the nature of the area is related to voting preference in this election. In election point of view, in some villages, the voting preference is based on the influence, nature of the area. The voting preference is depends upon the nature of the area. That is the general thing. But is it true or not here? In this case, so the data is here is collected from the source here. Votes for rural area and urban area. So rural area influenced, the voting preference is influenced in rural or urban here. Rural area, candidate A 620, candidate B 380, total is 1000. Urban 550, 450, that is 1000. Total is for candidate A 1170, candidate B 830, total is 2000. Now we have to suitable test is for this case suitable test is chi-square test. First of all, set up H0. Voting preference. The nature of the area. You have to write the suitable. The nature of the area. The nature of area is independent of the voting preference. Voting preference. The nature of the area is independent of the voting preference. H1. The nature of the area is not independent of the voting preference. Voting preference. Set up null hypothesis, alternative. Now here, given information, you have to solve this problem. First of all, calculate the here O11 This is O12. This is O21. This is O22. First of all, calculate the expected frequencies using the formula. Eij is equal to, so I is equal to 1, J is equal to 1. E11. E11 is equal to first row total 1000, first column total 1170 dividing by 2000, that is equal to, cancel. Here is the result is 585. First to E11. Similarly, you have to calculate E12. E12 means first row total. E12 means corresponding O12. 1000 into second column total 830. 1000 into 830. 1000 into 830 dividing by 2000. Now this cancel 450. Similarly, you have to calculate similarly using same procedure E13. E13 means here second row total 1000 into 1170. The result is 585. E14 is equal to 450. Now, observed frequencies Wij 620, 380, 550 and 450. Expected frequencies computed based on the formula. That is 585, 415, 585, 415. Oij minus Eij. $620 minus 585. 620 minus 585, 15 plus 35. 380 minus 415. 20 minus 35. Here is 550, 585 minus 35. 450 plus 35. Now, Oij minus Eij whole square. 35 square. Here is 35 square. Negative value is positive. 35 square, 35 square. Oij minus Eij whole square dividing by Eij. This is very, very important problem for Hyderabad University examination point of view. 35 e square by 585, 35 square by 415, 35 square by 585, 35 square by 450. Double summation I is equal to 1 to 2, j is equal to 1 to 2, Oij minus Eij whole square dividing by Eij. That is equal to final answer 10.0891. Chi-square table value at 5% level. Rows. How many rows are there here? How many rows? 2 rows, 2 columns. 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1, number of rows minus 1 into number of columns minus 1. This is chi-square 1 degrees of freedom. The value 3.841 table values are provided in the book 2. Now comparing this one. Chi-square calculation is equal to 10.08. Chi-square table value 3.841. Chi-square calculation is greater than chi-square tab. We reject H0. Here, there is a chance. The nature of area, that is very important. We conclude that the nature of area is not independent of the voting preferences. Definitely. So this is the final remark is very close to the true statement. In village level, definitely the voting preference is based on the location. The nature of area is not independent of the voting preferences. So some influence is there. The voting preference is depends upon the area of the nature of the area. So that is very important. So help of the chi-square independence of attributes, easily we can solve this problem, analyze the data. So test number 17. Test for homogeneity of several population variances. This is advanced level topic. In this case, we have to test for several population proportions. Use Bartlett t-test. Bartlett t-test. What is the aim? To test the variances of the k populations are equal based on k random samples. To investigate the significance of the difference among k sample variances. Assumption. The population from which the k samples drawn normal distribution. That is very important. We have to collect the k samples from the normal population. The unknown variance are sigma 1 square, sigma 2 square, sigma k square are estimated by their respective unbiased estimators k plus 1 square, k plus 2 square, k plus k square. Here is s square is equal to 1 by n minus 1 summation I is equal to 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square. Null hypothesis. Population variance are equal. Sigma 1 square, sigma 2 square, sigma k square equal. There is no significant difference between the k population variances. Alternative. There is a significant difference between the k population variances. Sigma 1 square not equal to sigma 2 square not equal to sigma k square. So this is purely advanced techniques in PG level and other research works. You have to take this Bartlett t-test. You have to study the complete information about this test in PG level. Here is just to have to mention the which test is suitable for several population variances. This is a main bit for the regional wide universities. Several population variances you have to use Bartlett t-test. This follows k minus 1 degrees of freedom. So the main questions in this one, what is the null hypothesis? What is the main assumption? The k samples are drawn from the normal population. What is the null hypothesis? There is no significant difference between the k population variances. Which test is suitable for the several population variances? That is answer is Bartlett t-test. What is the degrees of freedom? K minus 1 degrees of freedom. No need to take the example. Last one. Test for population correlation coefficients equal to 0. So here is population correlation coefficient means here rho value equal to 0. That is the main null hypothesis. What is the aim of the test here? To test the population correlation coefficient is 0 based on the bivariate random sample. That is to investigate the significant difference between the sample correlation coefficient R and 0. R value 0. So now assumption, the population from which the sample drawn is bivariate normal population. The relationship x and y are linear. That is very important. So there is a relation, we can calculate the correlation and we have to examine this correlation coefficient value equal to 0 or not here. 0 means here that no relation between the x and y. Is there any not equal to 0? both variables are some related here. So to examine this one, use t-test here. T-test is suitable for this one. So before this t-test, we can use the probable error here, probable error for correlation. That is the oldest measure to correlation coefficient is significant or not here. So after W.S. Gossett define, so we have to use this t-test and correlation coefficient is significant or not here. H naught, the population correlation coefficient R value is 0. That is, there is no significant difference between sample correlation coefficient R and 0. So now here is rho is equal to 0, H naught. Alternative hypothesis, rho not equal to 0. If rho is equal to 0 means the variables are not related. Variables are independent. Rho not equal to 0, some relation is exist between the X and Y. Test statistics. This is very, very important for the examination point of view. So it's very repeated question in the national wide universities also. T is equal to R by square root of 1 minus R square into square root of n minus 2. Actually, this is formula R by, so square root of 1 minus R square by n minus 2. This follows T n minus 2 degrees of freedom. This is called standard error for R. So now this is very, very important for the examination point of view. Degrees of freedom is very, very important. N minus 2 degrees of freedom. Remember this one. So T calculation less than or equal to T table value, we accept H naught, otherwise we reject H naught. So at alpha % level of significance, degrees of freedom is n minus 2. Here is degrees of freedom sample size minus some linear constraints and unknown parameters is there here. So now that's why the degrees of freedom is equal to n minus 2 here. Degrees of freedom is equal to n minus 2. T calculation greater than T table value, we reject null hypothesis. The corresponding test is significant. But for better understanding purpose, you have to use this. So example. So this example is very, very important for this test here. A very simple example. A random sample of 27 pairs of observations from a normal population gave the correlation coefficient 0.6. Is this significant of correlation in the population? Is a direct question in the nationwide universities. A random sample of 27 pairs of observation from normal population gave a correlation 0.6. Is this significant of correlation in the population? So now here is, first of all, set up the null hypothesis. Set up the null hypothesis. H naught, rho is equal to, rho value is equal to 0. The observed sample correlation coefficient, sample, we have to test that correlation is significant or not. For this one, first of all, here set up null hypothesis, rho equal to 0. The observed sample correlation coefficient is not significant. Is not significant means rho value 0. Not significant of any correlation in the population. In the population. H1 rho not equal to 0. Here rho not equal to 0 means the rho value is equal to, here is R value. Rho not equal to mean this is called significant. This is R is equal to 0.6. Test statistics T is equal to R by square root of 1 minus R square by n minus 2. This follows T n minus 2 degrees of freedom. Now under H naught, Now R value substitute here 0.6 square root of 1 minus 0.36 dividing by n is equal to 27 samples, 27 pairs. This is 25 is equal to 0.6 into 5 by 0.64 square root of that value is equal to 3.75. T calculation value is equal to 3.75. T table value at 5% level of significance, two-tail test at 5% level of significance, degrees of freedom is 25, 27 minus 2 is equal to, from tables provided in the book to 0. See the table values, two-tail test 2.06. T calculation is greater than T tab value. We reject H naught. We reject H naught at 5% LOS. We conclude that the correlation coefficient is significant. The correlation coefficient is significant. So this is the variables, are some relation is there between the variables. So there is some relation is exist here. So now we reject a null hypothesis, means the correlation coefficient is significant. The sample correlation value very, very close to the true population correlation coefficient. So here is main model, main test procedures are explained here. Now finally here in advanced level for national-wide universities, so some information is required here. So now one by one I will give the explanation. In point number 19, test for population partial correlation coefficients. The statistics T follows T distribution with n minus k minus 2 degrees of freedom. Here is k is the number of constraints here. N minus k minus 2 degrees of freedom. This is very, very important one. 20th, test for multiple correlation coefficients. The statistics F follows F distribution with k comma n minus k minus 1 degrees of freedom. K comma n minus k minus 1 degrees of freedom. 21st one, test the population regression coefficient. The statistics T follows T distribution n minus 2 degrees of freedom. It's a very, very important synopsis for the examination point of view. Direct questions. Test the regression that passes through the origin or intercept of the regression in the population is 0. In this case, we have to use the T test. T follows T distribution with n minus 2 degrees of freedom. The underline, so sentence is very, very important. Test for the completely randomized design, the design of experiments. So watch the design of experiments video. The statistics F follows F distribution with T minus 1, N minus 2, T minus 1, N minus 2 degrees of freedom. Test for randomized block design. In this case also F distribution with the degrees of freedom T minus 1, T minus 1, R minus 1 degrees of freedom. And this is F1. F2 follows F distribution R minus 1, T minus 1, R minus 1 degrees of freedom. For detailed explanation, you have to watch the design of experiments video. Test for randomized block design. More than one observation per cell. The statistics F1 follows F distribution T minus 1, T or M minus 1 degrees of freedom. This is very, very important for the examination. Straight question. F2 follows F distribution R minus 1, TR M minus 1 degrees of freedom. F3 statistics follows T minus 1, R minus 1, TR M minus 1 degrees of freedom. For Latin square designs, Latin square designs. F1, F2, F3 follows F distribution. M minus 1, comma, M minus 1 into M minus 2 degrees of freedom. M minus 1, M minus 1, M minus 2 degrees of freedom. Several population means, this is you know very well here, the FO distribution follows T minus 1, N minus T degrees of freedom. Several population means ANOVA. In ANOVA, definitely we have to use the, so F test. So F follows T minus 1, N minus 2 degrees of freedom. Parametric test is over. Next, we have to take the level 1, level 2 problems based on the parametric test and testing of hypothesis.